Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Sean Hicks coming at you here, Midday Money on a Monday, the 24th of March. Welcome on into the show. Hope all's well. Hope everybody's doing all right this morning, this afternoon, whatever the case may be, wherever you are. Welcome on in. We'll get to some free picks today, and then we'll move on to a new day. We got games going off in about 3 minutes. The CBI. I do like Jacksonville here. That's why I came in a couple minutes early. If anybody's watching, I like Jacksonville. I mean, the line has gone up. It has gone up. I see a 4.5 there. It was a 3. It was a 3.5. That's just again. I didn't play it. Just got notification that I am now outbid. I told you I'm looking to get a bunch of stuff for a new contest coming up here for baseball, and I'm also putting together some stuff for get some jerseys ready for football when we do some more contests there, little weekly contest. So currently I'm losing Eric Davis signed jersey. Again, I don't like going over like $45 because I buy 20 of them. So you do the math on this. It's 17% buyer's premium. And let's be honest, I can't get you to hit a like button for free. And I'm going to spend $1,000 on each sport in jerseys. Come on, no, I'm not. I spend a lot on these jerseys because we get a lot of them. But again, 45, 50 tops where I want to go. So this is over 50 now. We're at $55. Tom Glavine's still available. My max bid is still hanging tough in this one. I usually max bid out to $49.99 on all my stuff. So, Glavine is out of the range. He's up to $50. You know what? I'm going to go to 55 on that. 55.09. Let's see what that. Keep me in the loop for the Tom Glavine jersey. There we go. Highest bidder. Matt Harvey jersey. Still, let's see. Am I still in contention for Matt Harvey? There we go. 37. Again. Andrew Jones. Let's see. We'll go to $44.99 on Andrew Jones here. I'm the high bidder. Roy Oswalt to the nice throwback signed jersey. I'm losing that one. And Big Daddy Cecil Fielder signed jersey. I'm in the lead for that one. And Steve Sachs for the Dodger fans. Now, so I'm winning the Tom Glavine. I'm the high man on Tom Glavine. High man on Andrew Jones. Cecil Fielder. Steve Sachs. Sammy Sosa I'm winning. Bartolo Colon. John Rocker I'm winning. Lenny Dykstra, Michael Young, and Jose Canseco. 1 day, 10 hours left on these things. So we have a couple jerseys there. And things I've already won, again, for the contest. If you want to win something. I think baseball, I'm going to do a team with the most wins in April, not counting the March game. Because honestly, people are going to come in here tomorrow and give out a bunch. Maybe we won't even start till May. Got to get some more people involved. So jerseys I've already have, which are waiting to be shipped. Emmanuel Sanders, these are all signed. Eric Gagne, Gary Sheffield, Earl Campbell, got a little J. Rue Holiday, Jason Williams, and a John Rocker Brave hat that says F New York. There you go. There you go for plenty of stuff. So I'm going to have a lot of things, a lot of jerseys. We'll be able. I didn't realize I already had a bunch of jerseys rolling out here already, but We do have some orders ready to go here. What's that one? 250s, that's 300. And then I got a bunch of Ruben Sierra signed helmet. We won that. It's another $50. It's the shipping crushes you. So I'm going to combine the shipping. Hopefully it knocks off like $100. $500. Whatever. Yesterday, 2-2 in the video. 3-1 on site. Finally turning things around a little bit. 3-1 with college basketball yesterday. 8-3 for the weekend. I can't really complain. I have 399 wins on the year, but it was a little rough one. Let's we'll put the picks in the chat. We'll get to any conversations in the chat. Twitter at Mr. Sean Higgs. Give it a follow. Me will post out your where's my act? Oh, here it is. I'm on the other screen, and it's over here. Plays are posted out. So there is that. Good to go there. Good to go. Let's, I'll put these in the chat. Actually, I don't even want to. So yesterday, I don't even know if our guy San Fran guy is going to come in here yesterday. Compare me to some dude on YouTube. And I went to the guy's page. And, this guy's like, come try. Outlier. What is this? Substack, Discords. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 7 links to go different things to get affiliate help and do this and that with. I think I have like 2 things in my bio description for links. So I have the I think my Twitter's in there. And then I have the Midday Money podcast, and I think I have my $31 weekly pass in there. All right, picture in the chat. Let's get them up here on the site, or on the video, we should say. We'll get on with our way. We'll get on with ourselves. College basketball. This is how you know I'm a real person and don't change picks. 260 and 237 minus 985 here in the video. Gulf Coast minus 10. I want to take Army. This just seems like a big line. Like they're begging you to take Army. I'll go Gulf Coast here minus 10. Florida. Cleveland State minus 4. Tomorrow, Bradley over 149.5. UAB plus 5. Low Shy minus 5.5. Again, those aren't today's games. Florida Gulf Coast and Cleveland State play today in the CBI. Right now I think it's on some kind of stream, some college stream channel. NBA 44 and 36 plus 560. Denver over to 238.5. Hockey 23 and 28 minus 240. The Wings over 6 versus Utah. Again, the NBA and college basketball, you see the numbers. Not a lot of action on the sites here with basketball. 23 and 18, 23 and 22 with hockey. So not a lot. I don't really dabble a lot into that. Why would I when I have 700 college basketball, 400 winners there? So not much. I did want to put the Magic in here today. I know the Laker fans are going to be like, oh, my goodness. You got smacked at home by 40, and LaFloppy and Luka. It's LaFloppy and Luka Floppy, too. It's like Floppy and Floppy Jr. And we had this short line today. What are we missing here in the this game here for the Lakers? 3.5 now. It's down. I did a show this morning, and there was a 4.5. There's a couple 3.5s and a couple 4s. One random 4.5 offshore, and I thought, okay, maybe they know something. The Floppy's going to play today. Now the line's 3.5. Where are the Lakers? Where is T-Money, Mr. Laker at? This guy. King D's in the house. Jennifer, it's been a minute. Welcome. Hope all is well. Oh, look at this guy. Marcos. I've been running down Marcos minutes for the last 2 weeks. You haven't even been here. Hit the like button for you, Mr. Nico. Moneyline Markel and T-Money. Good to see you. Any player management team to watch this season? I did a bunch of win totals, and I'm going to probably do a show. Tomorrow I got to do a oil change on one of the vehicles and get stuff done tomorrow afternoon. But I want to do a baseball show. Maybe tonight I'll do a little something later with baseball with all my team totals that I got going on, Kev. I did post them. Let me see if I could find them on where I posted everything at once. I probably should have had a banner ready for all of the wins. I don't know why. I've said them out loud, and I'll run through them as well. But for baseball, again, there's just a lot to type in this very second. So I got Arizona over 85, Atlanta over 93, under 93.5, Cubs over 86.5, Detroit over 83.5, KC over 82.5, Twins under 83.5, Nats over 70.5, Mets under 91.5, Yanks under 93, Reds over 80, St. Louis under 76. Some of these I have. I also have a over 86.5 for Arizona. I have an under 92.5 for Atlanta, so slightly different there. 85.5 for Cubbies. Again, that's a game difference. I got over 84 as opposed to 83.5 with Detroit. 82, 83, these are all the same. 70, and over 72.5 with the Nats was bad. I had over 70. I should have just stuck with that one. And that's that. They're all locked in. Basically, everyone, they're all for 500 a pop, except for the Reds and St. Louis. I did for 250, risking 288 for 250. But all the other ones are nickel plays. We'll see how they do. And when I do my baseball early, it's kind of based on how I think the teams are going to be throughout the year. I did grab a Corbin Burns 12-1 Cy Young. And I did a Yamamoto. I don't know. I just figured with the Dodgers, I know he's not going to go deep into games, but they are good enough where he can maybe win 20 and pull a Chris Sale and go, 19 and 4, put up some kind of crazy number. If he gets to 200 strikeouts, stuff like that, he maybe get some looks. So 12-1 Skeens. Everybody's going to be on Skeens. I don't know. That guy, is he going to go win a 5 innings a game? I mean, he strikes out so many guys. I did a Corbin Carroll over 81.5 for Ribby prop. I did a over Yordi, 180 hits plus 235. Jared Duran over 180 hits plus 210. Bobby Witt over 200 hits plus 195. That's it. I want to get some unders, though. I want to do some unders for Verlander and Scherzer and maybe even a Paul Skeens, too, as well. What do we got here? Go, Hart, go. White all the way champs. They win it all again. Get the pen on next victim's Ole Miss. So, you think Sparty is going to take care of Ole Miss? 2.5, kind of a low line there. Winners and whiners, give it a follow, picks and parlays as well. And, of course, Sean Higgs channel if you want live baseball stuff coming up in a couple days. Michael B's in house. Got a character cursing out at the Niner. Yeah, I got a little riled up too. And the guy's like, "Oh, you're, like he says I come in and put out fake games that I said I come in here says I took McNeese. I didn't have McNeese anywhere here yesterday. What am I talking about? Like that, I have time for that, bro. Like I said, if that was the case, I'm coming in and changing picks. Why the hell would I have a and it's a winning record, but loser when you put in actually the juice on something for college basketball. Like he goes 3-2 yesterday. Oregon, Colorado State. I call Florida live. Also, Illinois St. Mary's. I Colorado State money should have cashed. Hey, listen. That one, you were alive. You thought you pulled one out of your hat. That is what it is. I had Duke I had UConn. I had under New Mexico, and Cal Irvine let me down. Go Chiefs, go Bucks, go Warriors, go Michigan State all day. I'm telling you now, the Chargers win the West this year. The Bucks are terrible. I think they lose to the Suns tonight. I'll probably do an over there. Lean to the over there if you're interested in that one. The Warriors are garbage. Michigan State's got a shot here. I mean, 2.5 though. What's up with that line? What's up with that line? All the top SEC teams have moved on. They got there, some barely holding on. A win's a win. I know I'm all about the have you covered, which is what I worry about. But tough matchup there. Looks easy to take Michigan State. Looks a little easy, 2.5. Not sure if I love that. In fact, I only have one Sweet 16 going right now. I do have some of the NIT stuff up already, but I'll go over these numbers a little later. Nothing really jumped, and I'm not just going to throw out games on a Thursday or Friday night because, it's a tournament. I got to put out games. Yeah, okay. I'm on sites and I, buy a pick or whatever, but I'm not going to do it just to do it. We know that. It's a interesting matchup, to say the least, here. We got some good matches. I mean, there's some good ones. Duke laying a big number. The Auburn game, again, you're laying a 8 spot here to Michigan. I almost want to take Michigan. I like Michigan the other day. I didn't stayed away from them. Kentucky versus Tennessee. Kentucky's beat these guys twice already. You're going to give me 5 points? I mean, why wouldn't I take 5 points with Kansas? With Kentucky. Well, now it's a 4. They're playing well. And the thing with Tennessee, like we saw it the other day versus UCLA, they could bring some defense, and it's like, all right, they look pretty good. That offense could just totally stink it up like fish on a jetty in August. Just bad. What else we got here? Houston. I think Houston beats Purdue. You got to feel bad for for Gonzaga there. I mean, how do you get that in the second round? That's not a good match. That's because we got all these SEC and Big Ten teams, and they can't play each other, and the seeding gets all screwed up. I put a little prop out there on the Sean Higgs channel for those interested in anything like that. Where am I at here? Vegas hockey gets it done for Gary. Gary, God bless running hockey. This is what I said yesterday to that cat who was in here. I'm like, I'm not gonna come and like for college basketball. If I don't like a game, I'm some days I like a lot of. Yesterday I liked some of these NITs. What I say, I liked a lot of those dogs. I didn't play any of them. They all win. Do I feel better because I've had a rough little March? That we got some wins that I can say, okay, maybe I'm seeing the board a little better. Things are falling into place a little more. Okay. But hockey and NBA, especially the NBA, I cannot really just look at this Laker game. How is this Laker game what this is? Vegas on the ice. Tigers 2. Clemson? Clemson Tigers? Who are we talking about, the Tigers? You got the Tigers in baseball? How crazy is Michigan State signs 3? That's what I'm talking about. It seems it's a low line. How are we thinking that the Big Ten is that bad of a conference? I don't think it's a bad basketball conference. The SEC to me is a top heavy kind of conference. Yeah, they got a ton of teams in, but you had a lot of similar type teams, and they're all out of it already. You know, I mean, we talked about Texas getting in, and Vandy and these teams. Oh, and it's going to be they hung tough, and it was a tough season. They ran out of gas. That's why come on with this stuff. The Big Ten, I think, is not getting any kind of respect when it comes to some of these lines. I mean, really, the Big Ten champ is a 2.5, 3-point favorite. And the SEC champ, who, again, the regular season champ Auburn, didn't get to the SEC championship game, 8-point favorites over the conference tournament champion, Michigan Wolverines. It's I don't even know what to really say. The love or lack thereof for other conferences, I mean, the lines tell the story. They always do. Good note. 5-1 Kentucky money line, Ole Miss money line. Nice dogs. Miss Iowa State and Maryland parlay. Iowa State was a no-shower. LeBummy and Dukes of Hazzard. That's called Luca. Marcos, don't. Where's? How is that a 3.5? It's terrible. You like Queens minus, so you're going to flip the script there. Instead of taking the points, you say I'm going to lay it. You want to lay the points. A little reverse move there. Alternate line. A little alternate line move. All right, Queens, North Carolina, representing here. Michael B. Ducks only won again versus Arizona last night. Time Owen cannot coach. Here's the thing. You can say that they almost lost. They were down, 24-10 at one point? Came back, took a lead. Maybe you go on a run like that and erase double-digit deficits. I give him a little credit, Mike. Come on. I've been catching replays of Marco's been the last few weeks on the replay show. All right. Listen, if you come in tonight, at least say hello so I know because you hear me say this. I know where Marco's been here for months. The guy disappears. Whoever. Ray, Nick Nasty, Corey Jones, Dr. Ward, Gloria K. I can go on and on and on. People were coming in daily all the time and then gone. Stimmy. I mean, there's so many of them. There's so many. Hit the like button for Nick Nasty. Yeah, Nick Nasty. Hope everything's all right. It's just weird. Hammer and Duke. Rory's coming in. Duke. I think Duke covers against Arizona. I like Duke the other day at 12. Why wouldn't I like them here? Reds. Now, I always have a spot for the Cubbies, right? I got my Cubbies over. And I sure as heck don't even know why. It's not like I guess I like Ryan Sandberg. I like that, his rookie card. I think his 85 Topps card is pretty cool. Why do I love the Cubbies every year? The Reds are the team to bet in this division. The Pirates they're not a good team. Paul Skeens. Okay, they're not a good team. The Cardinals are terrible. I'm not sold on Milwaukee. The Reds at plus $4, $4.25 is the team. They're young pitchers. They got Green. They got Abbott. They got Singer. They have some nice young pitchers. Ladola. They got a nice whole. I mean, De La Cruz. You got plenty of bats. You got plenty of good young bats. McLean, Steer. I mean, you got some hitters. Can we put it together? Is the question. He says, best of luck today. I'm at Urban Air. There you go. Little bouncy house. Don't care what spread is for Duke, just like last year with UConn. Beat spread the whole way. Listen, I think Duke covers. I'm with you. Tigers' first game team total over. Moneyline off Fates. Snell out of the box. Snell is not pitching, I believe. I do not believe it is a Snell sighting. I do not think it's Snell. Why do I want to say it's Is it Snell? I thought they had listed Yamamoto going, but I could be wrong. They have nobody listed. Here's the thing with this, though, because the Dodgers, I mean, they're a 150 fave at home. Yeah, Scooble's good. He's real good. I'm going to be able to get the Dodgers at less than 2-1 or 250 at home. Look at this. Michigan State wins it all, pen out. The pen is out. It's a South Point pen. I gotta say, making the Bay look bad. I know I don't get a lot, but how would you come in and troll a person who posts a record? I post a losing record if I'm losing. It's not like, all right, we're going to do this, and I'm winning. I don't know you're winning. You know sure as hell how I'm doing in the sports because I posted here. 95. I'm going to say 95% of the time the records are in the crawl unless there's too much and I can't fit everything in there. How can you come in and troll a guy when he tells you that he's losing right now? And I'm not saying come in, oh, this guy stinks. That's one thing. All right, I stink. I don't care about that. But to come in and say like, oh, you switch picks and you were on this game. I mean, you can go. You see exactly what I have here. It's live. It's recorded. I loaded up onto to iHeartRadio. When I'm going to iHeartRadio and switching crap around, then you go to any of the sites I'm on. I mean, Picks, Parlays, Winners, Wider Network. I mean, I'm on a bunch of other networks as well. We're talking 100 channels of bets. And now, listen, are some of the numbers a little bit off? I get a push. I get a loss. I get the games not listed. I mean, I'm on a site now. They don't have any games listed for tomorrow. They don't have games listed for do I miss games on some sites like that? Yeah, sometimes that happens. All in all, how many videos? I do videos all the time. You can't come and say that I switch crap around. I draw the line at that. That's just no. Jerry Davis, I bet Michigan State 3.5. It dropped to 2.5. Dumbfounded by his movement. Thought I'm going to get to 5. It's the SEC love, man. I think Michigan State's good. And this is when they're dangerous, when people aren't talking about them. Like last year, I kind of like Michigan State, and they were bad. I was like, oh boy, maybe the nil has passed Izzo by. He won't do the right thing here. Maybe I was just a year late. No one's talking about them. That's when they're dangerous. I think they win. JK's in the house. Kind of like Michigan catching the 8 versus Auburn. Yes. I like the 8 versus Auburn. Tech laying a 5.5. I like Arkansas a little bit there. I mean, I had them last 2 games. I do have a future on them to get to the Elite 8. It's like a 13-1 or something. We'll see how that works out for me. You never know how that goes, but you know me, I'm going to try to take some points. Houston kill Purdue. I agree. I think Houston crushes them. And it's funny because it's like, well, there's no Cinderellas and this and that. Okay, well, You got Duke is a 9-point favorite. Auburn's an 8-point favorite. Houston an 8-point favorite. Heck, Florida's like, I mean, these are for you got all these big schools. These lines these are on neutrals. What would Duke be laying at home if they're 9 on a neutral? Houston 8 on a neutral. Auburn 8 on a neutral. Florida 6 on a neutral. I mean, these would be double-digit spreads. Michigan is done. I can't stand them. I can't stand U of M. But this goes back to what we said at the beginning of the tournament. Duke, Auburn, Houston, they just were the better teams all year. We're probably going to get – and are all four going to make it to the Final Four? I don't know. They should. The lines say they should. I would not touch Kentucky line until you know who's playing. Fade Rick Martin tournament. It's Kentucky's beaten them twice already. He can't beat a team 3 times in a row? I understand that. Maybe the team just has your number. How about that? Maybe they just know how to play you, and the coach doesn't make adjustments. Zags got upset. They didn't get upset. They were an underdog. They were an underdog and totally seeded wrong. The Tigers. So you think this – I don't know what you're talking about here. I went from having steak and lobster to drive through McDonald's. Colorado State money line. I mean, listen, did you have the points at least? No, I'm not an SEC hater. From the point that when you're putting teams in a tournament that are 6-10, how did those teams do? That's the side of the SEC. How did the 6-10 bad teams do in the tournament? They had 2 wins, and one of them was versus each other, the Baylor game. I mean, I don't want to see. And it's like, well, they play each other, and it's tough. Get the hell out of here with that crap, bro. Stop. It was top heavy, which is why Auburn is a 9-point favorite. I mean, let's see what happens here. You got Tennessee, Kentucky for the 3rd time. Kentucky's beat them twice. They have a chance here. You have Alabama, Arkansas, even though they're a dog. Florida, you're everywhere. You're in every bracket, SEC. Can't wait for April. It's almost playoff time. See Bucks and Warriors in the finals. No, that's not happening. Stop. Drugs are bad. All right, that's not happening. These guys might get upset in the first round, maybe the second round. I'm taking anything away from Arizona. They were a better, more talented team. They should have covered. Make mistakes at the end of the game. Yeah, but here's the thing. No, they made a lot of mistakes at the beginning. They came all the way back. So ESPN has Snell listed. Okay. Ron Crawford checking him out. Good to see you, Ron. Ron does a little afternoon show. Marcos is nice. Get a ballpoint pen. No, man. I'm using my South Point pen. I got a button, using my little South Point. I do not want to use I have my Roxy Roxborough pen. Stay in action. Can you read it? Roxy. I ran into him last year. I just was randomly at the 2 years ago. Random at the Westgate. He was there. Roy likes Arkansas. I sort of do too. Yes. Like we said, patrols do make sense. Obviously, things get a rise out of people. But is he a burner account for the other channel? Like he's that guy trying to come in and have people go over there. I mean, that channel has more views than me. Listen, I know exactly what I have to do to get more views and people watching. I can come in here. So let's do parlays. Let's do player props, PRAs, home run props. Yeah. My views will go up exponentially, without a doubt. So how I bet. It says Houston, Florida championship game. I don't believe in Duke. I've seen like choke a day in the close games or Houston, Florida. I've gotten it done. I'd like to see Houston get there. They're a good team that always seems to something happens. Somebody always gets hurt in a tournament. It costs them. I mean, Ole Miss is a 2-point dog to Michigan State. Like, I see that line. I feel like I had to take Ole Miss based on what the line is, though. That's the problem. Yep, Arkansas. So all those 6 to 10 teams have been 2 higher ranked teams from other conferences. Yeah, it's odd. But this is also a team that's got a lot of, this is like Kentucky. This is like instead of our Kansas, it's our Kentucky. I'm not a huge Calipari coach fan. He can recruit, but coach-wise, I don't know. But you're in a spot here, and I like Texas Tech, bro. That is a kind of an underrated squad, I think. Marcus only sees messages from Jerry. Depends what channel you're on. If you're on one channel and it's on 3 different channels. So if somebody's commenting on Sean Higgs, you don't see that comment on Picks and Parlays. If you're on Picks and Parlays, you don't see winners and whiners. Winners and whiners, you don't see it. It goes down the line depending on where you are watching the show. It all depends on where you're watching. Like, I go to the Picks and Parlays YouTube here. There we go. I just gave it its 10th like, and it's you and Marco. It's you and Jerry are on the channel. You guys are the only ones in the Picks and Parlays channel commenting. So there is that. I go to the Winners and Whiners live stream, and why do I feel like there's probably nobody? Oh, Kevin, look, Jennifer's in here, Kevin and Mike A. Wow. So we had three people in the Winners and Whiners earlier. All right. I gotta write to them there. There we go. Gotta say hello to them. Mikey B, I'm hoping Houston can stay healthy this year. Yeah. Listen, we got a couple games left. Hopefully it works out for them. Enjoy your day at work. Taking a day off after a long weekend. Have a good one. You can take a day off today. It's all right. Nothing wrong with it. That's me in the Winners and Whiners channel. Thanks to this well-coached team. Yes. They're well-coached, talented. It should go up. I kind of like the over in that game, Jerry. We see some points. Well, for today, Gulf Coast, 2:30 tip-off. And then we'll have a little noon game going to roll out here in the CBI. Keep people interested. 28-23 Incarnate Word here early. The word is up. The bird is the word. Do like Jacksonville here early. Did not play it. Maybe it's time to take Jacksonville live. Life like Bari. Want to keep it simple. Cleveland State and Gulf Coast -118 and nuke play. I'm not for nuke and parlays. Do I like both of these games? Yes. Yes. Here's the thing. Life. Where you at? You work it all? You just bet parlays? I'm not down to tell you to nuke a parlay. No thanks. Do I like these games though? Yes. Did I bet Cleveland State? Yes. No nuke. It's a nuke-free zone. Good luck on the plays. Here we go. Here's the Gulf Coast. Here's Cleveland State for my guy. Bradley over, UAB low shy. Again, those are not today. Nuggets over today, 238.5. Hockey, Detroit over 6 versus Utah. I'm a degenerate. I just smacked a 4-legger. Oh, my goodness. I need to play something today. I get it. They take Jacksonville live. Look at a Jacksonville live number here. We had Jacksonville live. Let's see. What do I got here? I can this one of my offshores don't even have a live number on this puppy. Yeah, where's the live action on Jacksonville? Oh boy! All right, we're gonna roll on out of here, and we'll call it a Monday. We'll call it a Monday. Be back tomorrow, and then we're gonna have a little baseball. I gotta have a little baseball show. We'll go over all my totals again. You go back and listen to them. They're on iHeartRadio. The show is replayed on YouTube. Wherever you get your podcast, you can hear just closer to the beginning a rundown of what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. What we got? 12 totals. So there's that. Jerry says, I'm on Queens. This is their NCAA. Plus, I like the spot for them. You like their spot in a back-to-back spot after their biggest program win yesterday? I have the word today, but anything can happen. Yeah, I didn't run that. I didn't bet Jacksonville because it's a noon game on a Monday in the CBI in Florida. Got up too late to run Jacksonville, but I'm going to watch the game now and make a live bet possible. It's on some kind of college stream channel. I forgot the name of it. It's on a stream. I forgot what it was called. I was talking about it this morning with Tony T. I was like, what is this thing on here? Anyway, all right, everybody. Appreciate you popping in on a Monday. Good luck in your bets today. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.